We have now an unusual opportunity to get to know a region in Italy which is not visited. I speak about the northeastern part of Italy, where tourism mostly gets to Venice and not beyond. But it is a very rich area with a very rich history, where the Jewish part also played an important role. In antiquity, there are some sites which have synagogues of the Roman period, but we must remember that that part was for many years under the domination of the Austrian Empire. And so many Jews who came from places which are today Poland, Hungary, Eastern Germany, and others came here because there was a lot of opportunity for commerce, especially that we should remember that this was the only important port of the Austrian Empire was Trieste, where there was also a very considerable Jewish community, members of which many are living now in Israel. Many of the sites in a smaller town were discovered in the time of World War II, when the Jewish Brigade, in the framework of the British Army, fought in this area, and some of the people who were interested also found some relics of the Jewish past. Unlike other parts of Italy, where the dominant part of synagogues of the Roman period, here I speak, as say, of the 17th, 18th century. Unlike the Roman synagogues, where you can see mostly ruins, here the synagogues, because of the late periods, are still visible with all the Jewish installations, such as synagogue, mikveh, and other structures. The interesting thing is that the local population, the non-Jewish local population, is very much interested in it, especially as there are some association of friendship with Italy and Israel who encourage very much to make as much as possible many ceremonies and things to commemorate various Jewish events, such as the Holocaust, such as the Jewish high holidays, and so on. The last thing which should be mentioned when we speak here about it, the Italian government was very kind to the Jewish people when after the foundation of the State of Israel, they allowed to take the arks from the synagogues and to bring it to Israel. Many of these adorn the synagogues in Israel. Beautiful they are. Some of them are now undergoing a reconstruction in the Jewish synagogue, in the Italian synagogue in Jerusalem, and it is a pleasure for people who are living in a town where the synagogue has an Italian ark to come here and to see where this ark is coming from. The interesting thing is that it is indeed giving us a possibility to learn about another area of Italy which is less touristic by the Jewish visitors, but still of great importance, and it is a joy to see how this country was so tolerable to the Jews and enabled them to develop a whole region of Jewish life.